Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be taking you through my kitchen clean and declutter. Hopefully you'll get some inspiration to do this to your own kitchen. So to start off, you want to inventory everything that you have and take everything out of the cabinets. I did this in sections because I have limited counter space. At first I started taking off all the plates and little dishes that were on the bottom shelf, but then I realized that we use those almost every single day, so then I just did the next two shelves up with the things that we use less often. Once you empty out your cabinet, examine each item and ask yourself, do you use it and do you need it? If you have other people's items in there, make sure you first clarify with that person before you get rid of their things. In our case, we had way too many mugs, so I did downsize some of our mugs, and the things that I'm deciding to donate, I actually ended up putting on our dining room table to get them out of the way. And after I was done examining all the items from this cabinet, I did put them back in their rightful places, so again, I could have that counter space for the next section. My next cabinet holds my spices, and I actually cleared those out not too long ago, so they are in order. So I moved on to the following cabinet, which I like to call the tea cabinet. I open all the boxes and see how much tea is left. I condense the boxes that are almost empty, and I rearrange and also get rid of the ones we don't drink. I obviously give them to family members or someone else who might enjoy them more. We don't have a pantry in our home, so the next two cabinets house food items, and I did the same process. I took everything out and I analyzed what was there. When it comes to food, make sure the things that are in your cabinet are not expired, and if they are, dispose of them accordingly. Also, when organizing and placing things back, I recommend putting like items together. For example, the top shelf houses our snacks, and yes, we do have an excessive amount of chip bags, but trust me, those have been collected over the weeks. And the next shelf we have kind of grains and pastas and things like that, and under that we have sauces, rice, potatoes, and onions. By organizing like items together, it becomes much easier for other people in the household to find what they're looking for. And at the shot you're seeing now, I actually realized that the red wine vinegar in my cabinet is super expired, so I set it in my sink to deal with later. The next cabinet kind of houses our baking goods and extra spices, and it's also pretty well organized, so I moved on to the next section. Up next, we have more miscellaneous items, kind of like blenders, pitchers, and things we use a little bit less often. I actually ran out of paper towels, so I got more paper towels out, and we didn't really ever use this pitcher, so I decided to donate that as well. Up next, I'm going to go through the cabinet that contains my pots and pans and some other miscellaneous items, like this pelmeni maker, which I decided to donate. The pelmeni are simply too small, and I don't really use it. The next few drawers will be pretty self-explanatory, and I didn't really get rid of anything from here. I just simply reorganized it for more efficiency. I definitely think two of the things that people have way too much of are pot holders as well as storage containers. So if you're someone who has a bunch of those, definitely revisit them and see the ones that you actually use and donate the ones that you don't. You won't see me go through the cabinet in the right hand corner. It just houses our cleaning supplies and our trash can, and I go through it quite frequently. Now in this cabinet here is also kind of miscellaneous items that don't fit elsewhere. For example, my spaghetti is too tall to fit into another cabinet, so it has to go here. I also have large kitchen supplies like my crock pot and my mixer in here as well. It's kind of a weird corner cabinet that kind of is a little abyss. And it's really hard to get things in and out of, so I don't keep too much in here, and because of that, it's actually pretty easy to go through. Now, another side tip, since you are taking everything out of your cabinets, you may as well wipe the insides down if it's needed. Most of my cabinets are pretty clean, but this one I just decided to do a little wipe down. When it comes to my cleaning solution, I just use a half and half water vinegar mixture. Our cat did decide to pay me a visit to see what I was doing, and I just thought it was too cute to cut out, so here's a little snapshot of our kitty cat. And another thing that people don't typically clean, but since you're going through this big cleaning process, I recommend that you spray down and wipe the fronts of your cabinets. You'll be amazed at the residue that you may find. And of course, as you're tidying, make sure to put away things into their rightful places. I went ahead and cleared off some clean dishes that we had sitting that we ended up hand washing the night before. Here I'm actually taking care of that red wine vinegar. I'm rinsing the bottle and I'm going to take it to our recycling bin. Next, I'm just finishing up putting things away. Another side tip, you can wash and reuse your Ziploc bags, and I do so until the closure breaks and I can no longer use them. And to really finish everything off, make sure you spray and wipe down the counters, and of course get rid of any dishes that you may have sitting in the sink. And last but not least, make sure to scrub down your sink and also clean off your appliances like your stove and microwave. And if you have an electric stove like I do, another tip I have is once you're done cleaning, actually turn on the burners of the stove to a high heat for just a couple seconds, maybe 10-20 seconds, and let that excess oil or splatter burn off. This way the bottoms of your pots won't get dirty. And there you have it, guys, the final product. It honestly didn't take me very long at all. I think with filming it took me about 35 minutes to get through everything. And again, that includes filming. So if I can do it, you can do it. And here's a brief snapshot of the things I decided to either repurpose or donate. I really hope you guys found the video helpful and inspirational. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me some love down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!